Here are 5 steps to get your rural business through this fuel crisis and come out stronger. Step 1, don't catastrophize. The first thing you need to do as a leader is manage your own mind and lead yourself. We don't know when this is going to end. It's a moving feast, and we don't know what fuel prices are going to do next week, let alone next month. Doom scrolling through news sites won't give you those answers either. It's only going to drain you of the energy, precious energy you need to lead. Your team is watching and scrutinizing you very closely currently, and they're hoping that you are going to lead. That's what we turn to in crisis. We look for leadership. How you show up for them sets the tone and example for every person in your rural business. If the news isn't helping your mindset, then take a break from it or put a time limit on it. Mark Twain said, "I have a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. So don't borrow tomorrow's trouble with today's energy. 95% of what you worry about never happens, so don't waste your energy there." Step 2, remind yourself of your own resilience. Cast your mind back to COVID. You didn't know when that would end either, and here you are today, still standing, still surviving. Here in my hometown of Hawke's Bay, we had Cyclone Gabriel wiped us out 2 years ago. Down south in Christchurch, 2 horrendous and fatal earthquakes, followed by another year of unnerving, relentless aftershocks that fell a whole entire city and shook the country, and we survived all of it. The thing about rural people is they're adept at adaptation. They are resourceful and they love a challenge and they love to problem solve, so we always find a way through. Your job as a leader right now is to remind your team of this. They have more in the tank than they think, and so do you. And make sure you mobilize and use the wise old heads to mentor and buddy and support your younger team members who maybe haven't been through this type of thing before, to give them the comfort and support that they need. Just remember, this is one more test for you and for them, and history tells you you've passed much harder tests before, you've already got through worse, and you'll get through this one as well. Step 3, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Getting ahead of this and being in front of the curve is everything right now. The decisions you make right now, whilst you still have the room and option to make them, will matter enormously. You need to start with your people. How are they doing? Are you checking in with them to keep your finger on the pulse? Maybe just setting up a WhatsApp group or a messenger group to keep the team connected and bonded and keep isolation at bay. Small things, sharing some jokes, having some good banter, some camaraderie. Together, those small things matter. And then, once you've looked after your people, they will then look after your customers. Get closer, not further away from them. Your farmers need a trusted advisor right now, someone who helps them make clear decisions under pressure. Be that person. That is your edge and advantage in this crisis. The other thing you need to do is you need to cut the fat, i.e. the unnecessary costs or the nice to haves or the things that aren't earning their keep. But at the same time, you mustn't cut the muscle, which is doubling down on your revenue. Sales need to be protected. Protect your pipeline, your prospects, and your people's ability to get in front of customers and have good conversations. Sell with sensitivity, sell with empathy. Do both of these things and you'll get a double whammy, and you'll be basically much, much stronger with a stronger top line and a better cost basis. And when you're in front of customers, I want you to be the best buyer's assistant they ever had. Help them see the full picture, not just what fixes for them, things for them in this season, but doesn't break or harm or hurt their prospects for their next season. Good and bad decisions compound. So shift their horizon in your conversations. That's how you're going to earn their trust for life. And remember, farmers have good memories and they remember how you looked after them in the hard times. Step 4, protect your energy. I teach my students a concept called the core 4 things that you should never ever sacrifice when the pressure's on, which is sleep, exercise, nutrition, and hydration. These are the first things to go that get sacrificed when you're under the pump or you're super stressed. Yet they're the same building blocks and foundations that fuel your ability to lead. Going at things for 15 hours straight without a break doesn't make you tougher. It makes you slower and ineffective at every decision you need to make, let alone being the best human to be around or turning up and being the best version of yourself. So my suggestion is sometimes leave your phone at home, go for a walk, get in nature to restore yourself and drop your nervous system. The science is clear. Small micro breaks drop your cortisol and adrenaline measurably. And my late father gave me this great advice. He said, exercise for energy, and he was dead right. The more stressed you are, as counter as it sounds, the more you need to move. Remember, if you don't look after yourself, you're no good to anyone. And finally, step 5, control the controllables. You can't control fuel prices, you can't control the conflict on the other side of the world, and you can't control what commodity markets or payouts or crop prices will do next, much like the weather. You need to invest your energy into what you can control rather than what you can't. You can control how you choose to respond and show up. And as a leader, that's where everything starts. Your team can also control their activity, their energy, their mindset, and their skill set. There's still plenty they can do and have agency or autonomy over. They are not helpless. And here's a tool I give every owner or manager or rep I work with in times like this. 2 powerful questions that I make sure they see every morning. What is this teaching me right now, and what can I learn from this? This isn't positive, happy clappy pop psychology thinking. This is cognitive reappraisal, and the neuroscience backs it. It shifts and rewires your brain from a threat or fear mode into curiosity mode. And in curiosity mode, you're going to find opportunities and possibilities you might otherwise have missed. Curiosity beats criticism every time, because curiosity is going to open doors and criticism is going to close them. Viktor Frankl was an Auschwitz survivor, and a book, Man's Search for Meaning, says, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. And in our response lies our growth and our freedom. Those are very wise words. You have that space right now, and so does your team, so I want you to use it well. So there you have it, my friend, 5 steps. How you choose to lead and show up over the next few weeks or months will define what kind of real business and what kind of leader and customers and talent you become and get on the other side of this. Choose to make it count and make decisions that work in your favor. It's just another test. And meantime, what I want you to do is show your current customers and the talent, the people you're in charge of, and the potential ones that are looking, just how good you are. So go do that.